Welcome back to PTL. This holiday season hasn't been normal, but it just falls in line with 2020.
Certainly does, but that doesn't mean it's been easy, and we are all feeling it. So we want to welcome back parenting expert Dr. Debbie Gilboa. And first off, doctor, thank you so much for being with us. But we don't want to just talk about kids. We want to talk about adults too, because we're all going through this really unusual time.
It's really hard to feel. One of the things that I've been hearing the most from patients and from people in my community is nothing about this time off that usually feels different or special really feels that way to me because I've been home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, continuing on that feeling.
Right. And so that feeling of like, how do I make this feel rejuvenating, recharging, which we all need. We all need changes in our routine so that we can get some recharging in. How do we get those feelings when there are a lot of things that we usually do that are off limits now, that are unsafe, and that we are in a situation physically that feels very similar to how we've been maybe for months, either trying to get out and go to work even though everyone else isn't, or needing to stay home. And one of the things that it's really useful to think about is not so much what you want to do this holiday season, what you normally do or what you wish you were doing, but how you want to feel. Because we can change our environment a little bit in a way that impacts the way we feel. What we look at in our home, the way we interact, the way we structure our day has a huge impact on how our brain takes in what we're experiencing.
You know, Dr. G, I'm going to sit on your couch for a little bit, and hopefully this is relatable to other people, but as the matriarch of our little family, I feel like I am the memory maker. I'm the one that has to make things special. And that's a lot of extra stress right now because, like you mentioned, we are still at home, and so adding those special touches can be a little overwhelming for me. So how do you handle that and make sure that that stress is not being passed on to the rest of the family?
Oh.
Heather, I'm so glad that you asked that because that pressure, that word special, is really hard. How about if instead of thinking about special, you think about different? How can I make this feel a little different with a positive spin, right? It can be a good different. Instead of trying to say, how can I make this something wonderful? How can I make it a little different? And as adults, especially adults thinking about children or grandchildren, we're good at understanding what impacts our kids. And the truth is that having sent out lots of holiday cards doesn't really usually impact our kids, or having extra fancy food doesn't really impact our kids. Usually what impacts our kids is finding a way to laugh, finding a way to snuggle on the couch or play a game that they've been asking you to play. Carving out some time that makes them feel like something was different can really help make those memories with the least amount of effort. As a matter of fact, one of the most amazing ways you can make this different is to give each of the kids over the age of 5 in your home an hour this weekend that they're in charge of what you do, right?
Oh,
take the pressure off of yourself and let them, you absolutely doesn't mean you change the rules in your home about what can be eaten or what can be set on fire, those kinds of things.
But, like, have boundaries here.
Have boundaries. I'm a big fan of boundaries. But if you can say, okay, you guys, we have, every person gets, say, $10 of budget, or 2 hours of time, and they pick the movie and everybody else has to join in, because then we'll join in when it's your turn to be in charge. So if you give yourself the chance to stop being the cruise director for a little bit, you might get a little bit different feeling too.
That does sound about right.
It makes sense. Doctor, we don't have kids, Gary and I, but I was suggesting to Gary, because we're missing being able to travel or go away or take a break. And I said, what if we have dinner theme nights? What if we have nights where we pretend we're in Las Vegas, or we pretend, is that just goofy, or is that a good idea?
As long as it seems fun to both of you, then who cares if it's goofy?
Right.
And if that isn't your thing, if you say, what I would really, really like this weekend is 3 nights in a row where I don't have to think about what's for dinner. That might be the thing that people find the most impactful. Or I would like to declare a 36-hour period where we don't talk about the financial stressors that we're under. You can take a break from the things that are raising your vigilance, your anxiety, your anger, your frustration, your isolation. Another thing that you can do is get some time. And I understand that people are awfully tired of technology, but You can get oxytocin, that feeling of bonding, from hearing the voice of someone you care about or seeing their face on a screen. So if you can make some appointments over this holiday time to connect with somebody that you wish you could go visit and say, we don't have to do anything. You could sit on your couch and I'll sit on my couch. I just want to hear your voice, or, watch the news with you, whatever it does it for you. I just want to feel like I'm in the same place as you. And technology can bring us a little closer together.
Well said.
Oh, good advice.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Doctor. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. And I hope it's a good holiday. And boy, have a wonderful 2021.
Happy
Right
New
back at
Year.
you. Yeah. All right. Dr. Debbie Gilboa, parenting expert, author, family physician, and regular contributor right here on PTL.